Alright, welcome back to another YouTube video. Time to talk about Raw. Bobby Lashley and Riddle kicked off the show. Bobby Lashley beat him in like 10 minutes. And later, we had McIntyre, Randy, and Braun in a triple threat number one contenders match. Drew McIntyre wins. So they're literally running back the same match they did at WrestleMania. Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre at Backlash, which means Bobby Lashley's going to win again. As if he was going to lose to anybody else, right? Viking Raiders came back. They squashed Cedric and Shelton. We'll see how long that push lasts. Probably not long, because Vince. Everybody knows Vince. Anyways, speaking of Vince, one of Vince's favorites, Charlotte Flair. Why she wasn't on WrestleMania? Nah, she just wasn't. And what did she cut a promo about? Not being on WrestleMania, of course, saying how I'm better than everybody in the women's division, which obviously led to her coming out during the women's title match, Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. Ended in a no contest because Charlotte came out and interfered, which means we're getting a triple threat at Backlash. So if you don't like Charlotte, then get ready to not like her even more because she'll probably gonna win that title back. She's probably gonna get that championship back at Backlash. So yeah, I don't really like Charlotte. So yeah. Anyway, Alexa Bliss cuts a promo talking about why did she turn on the Fiend? Why am I more? Why did I let the darkness take me over? Well, because I realized that I didn't need the Fiend anymore. The Fiend brought me into the darkness, and I consumed the darkness myself. So there you go. Alexa Bliss is now in a feud with the Fiend himself. I don't know how that's gonna go. Alexa Bliss brings in a new monster, maybe? Hmm. But then we got Firefly Funhouse, and Barry looked like, yeah, Alexa Bliss is gone, but I don't really care. So I don't know what's happening here. Guess we'll have to wait and find out. Miz and Morrison beat Damian Priest in a handicap match. I thought Damian Priest was being built up after celebrity win with Bad Bunny. No, he lost in a handicap match. You say? Well, guess that sucks. Um, what do we do with Damian Priest now? Yeah. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler beat Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke off the countout because they made Nia Jax slip on the ropes and then they said, "No, we're good." So, yeah, that's that's something. If the talent doesn't care about winning matches, why should we care about the talent themselves? Exactly. New Day beat Elias and Jackson Riker as they should. Them losing to Jackson Riker and Elias after losing the tag titles, no, they needed their win back, obviously. T-Bar and Mace are in the hurt business now. I know. It's bad. Oh, yeah. Maurice was on Raw to promote Miz and Mrs. Yippee. Okay. NXT. Karrion Cross comes out, cuts a promo, talking about whoever wants to step up and try to take this title from me, step up. Nobody did, but you could make a guess. Maybe Finn Balor versus Karrion Cross again. If Finn Balor's not going to main roster, going back to main roster anytime soon. Yeah. So then we got MSK defending the tag title successfully against Drake Maverick and Killian Dane, and then Imperium came out and attacked Killian Dane. So yeah, Killian Dane turning heel, joining Imperium. That ain't happening. They teased some kind of interaction, but this was what that was. So there you go. And we had Mercedes Martinez and Jessi Kamea. Mercedes wins, and then She yells in the camera that, "Watch out, Raquel, because I'm coming for you." So there you go. She wants to be part of that title picture. Who's part of that title picture now? Well, I'll just say it right now. Frankie Monet, aka Taya Valkyrie. Wouldn't be surprised. Taya way better than Raquel. It's obvious to me Taya should win that championship. Who she loses it to after she wins it? Saray, probably. Yeah, they love their NXT, hell, WWE in general, I guess you could say, loves their Joshi wrestlers. Asuka, they had her as women's champion multiple times. Kairi Sane was women's champion multiple times, twice on NXT, and then she had the women's tag titles. So, yeah, it's safe to say WWE loves their Joshi wrestlers, which isn't a bad thing because they're great. Santos Escobar versus Kushida, Cruiserweight Championship Open Challenge, and guess what? Backfired on you, Santos. You lost. Kushida, new NXT champ, NXT Cruiserweight champ. It's great. And Kushida versus Jordan Devlin, whenever it happens, it's gonna be great. Kushida should have a long title reign. He should. He really should. And I hope they give it to him. There's that Frankie Monet coming out to challenge Rhea Ripley. Not Rhea Ripley. Sorry, Raquel Gonzalez. Speaking of Rhea Ripley, Rhea Ripley and Bianca came out and they all hugged because, hey, we're all from NXT and we're all champions now. So it's great. Literally, that was the segment. They're all champions. They hugged because they're all from NXT. That's it. Leon Ruff versus Isaiah Swerve Scott. Isaiah Swerve Scott wins, as he should. And then we had The Way, Candice, Indy, Johnny, Austin Theory versus Dexter Lumis, Shotzi Blackheart, Ember Moon, and Bronson Reed. And who wins? The faces, of course. And Indy Hartwell got carried off by Dexter Lumis, which was her plan. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. I had no idea. But yeah, we'll see. Romance angle, probably. Bronson Reed or Dexter Lumis beating Johnny for the North American Championship at some point. Yeah, of course. Who wins it out of the two of them? Probably Dexter Lumis. Who wins it first, I should say. Dexter Lumis is going to win it first. Bronson Reed will win it second. And as far as what happens with Austin Theory, if that North American title goes to somebody else, Austin Theory is going to go for it, obviously. Candice and Indy, who knows? Candice might be on her own again because if Indy gets in this relationship with Dexter Lumis, she ain't gonna be teaming with Candice no more. I can tell you that much. All right. Well, that's everything. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you guys next time.